You belong to the world system. Just like the mark on the forehead says they belong to God. The mark of the beast says you belong to the devil. You belong to the world system. So unless you embrace the world system, you won't be able to function. It's in direct contrast to the mark of the beast. Let's see, go back to Revelation 14. Verse 2, and I heard a voice from heaven like the roar of many waters and like the sound of loud thunder. The voice I heard was like the sound of harpists playing on their harps. Look at this. They were singing a new song before the throne and before the living creatures and before the elders. Look at this. No one could learn that song except the 144,000 who had been redeemed from the earth. They sing a song before the throne of God. They sing a song that nobody can sing but them. The answer is, the question you want to know is why did anybody else learn the song? Right? Guess what? The Bible doesn't tell you why. We can assert some things though. So this is all conjecture, theological conjecture. Their redemption is so unique. Are you with me? Their redemption is so special. I mean, only 144,000 are redeemed in this way. A whole lot of other people are being saved, right? Because of them, we learn already, there's a great number that comes out of the Great Tribulation, right? But not like these. Because their salvation is so unique, because their redemption is so unique, they're given a song to sing. Look at this. Before the Lamb and before the throne that nobody else can sing but us. Watch this, watch this. We have a song that angels cannot sing. Angels can't sing about the blood. They don't know anything about the blood. Angels can't sing about being redemption, about being forgiven. We can sing there is a fountain filled with blood, drawn from Emmanuel, and sinners plunged beneath that flood. We can say blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, angel can't sing that. What God has done for these 144,000 is so special, so unique, so off the charts. Their relationship with Him, so intense, that they're able to sing a song that nobody else can sing. Nobody else can learn. Trying to move quickly. We learn number 7, that they are devoted to Christ alone. These 144,000 men, 12,000 from every tribe, divinely sealed, divinely protected, alive during the tribulation period. Their devotion to God is unmatched in human history. The greatest Christian cannot stand with the devotion that these men had. Look at verse 4. It is these who have not defiled themselves with women, for they are virgins. Watch this. They are so devoted to Christ that they don't even want women. They don't even want to be there. They don't have a desire for women. Why is that so important? Because it says one thing about a man, he desires women. Can y'all say amen? Come on now. Okay, hold on. Go back. Go back to Genesis. And it's not sinful to desire a woman. It's not sinful. Adam and Eve, remember Eve, Adam went to sleep. Deep sleep. He was sleeping so good that God performed the surgery on him. Took one of his ribs. You know, there's a story. Adam and Eve, after they put out the garden, just him and Eve in the garden. Adam stayed out of the garden too long. He was out too long, too late in the garden. That night, Adam felt Eve touching his side. He woke up and said, "What you doing?" He said, "Well, you stayed out too long. I'm counting your ribs." Y'all know that story. But listen, when he woke up and saw Eve, what did he say? "Hold of my home." He said, "What? This is what? Whoa, man!" He looked at the Bible. He said, "The best for last." It's been like that ever since. What was it that wrecked Solomon's devotion to God? His heart went after what? Many women. What got Samson in trouble? You know, I never preached on the life of Samson. Delilah messed that brother up. But the devotion of these men so intense that they do not defile themselves. It says they're what? Virgins. Now, there are many who say that's simply being symbolic. It's a symbol of being devoted to Christ. And it could be, but let me show you. I don't think so. I believe it's just like it says, that these 140,000 are so unique that they are virgins. But look at 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1 and 2. You got your Bible? Come on, quickly now. 2 Corinthians, what time is it? Okay. I'm going to finish this and start on a little something else I want to do, all right? But look at 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1 and 2. This is Paul talking to the church of Corinth. "I wish you would bear with me a little foolishness." Do bear with me. Verse 12. "For I feel a divine jealousy for you, since I have betrothed you to one husband, to present you as a pure what? Virgin what? To Christ." You see? He's using the whole idea of being a virgin to Christ to speak of what? A devotion. Of love. Look what he says. Verse 3. I said, I wanted to present to you to Christ a chaste virgin. Are you with me? Look what he says in verse 3. "But I am afraid that as the serpent deceived Eve by his cunning, your thoughts will be led astray from a sincere and what? Pure what? Devotion to Christ." What is true about these men is that they are devoted to Christ. Can I move on? Look at the language. Go back to Revelation. Look at the language here. I love the language in Revelation 14. The language is just so wonderful. Look at this. Look at verse 4. It is these who have not defiled themselves with women, for they are virgins. I love this. It is these. See that again? That same phrase again? He's trying to make emphasis. Anytime you see a repeating of a phrase, the Bible is emphasizing. It is these who follow the Lamb. Look at this. Wherever he goes. Complete devotion. There's one thing Christ desires, is for us to follow him. Listen to me. Wherever he goes. The world has yet to find a man, yet to find a woman who can say this. They have followed the Lamb wherever he is gone. These men are saved. They are saved. Look at the verse up. Look at verse 3. And they were singing a new song before the throne and before the 4 living creatures and before the elders. No one could learn that song except the 144,000 who had been redeemed, what? From the earth. Brother Skip, I called in the office when I first talked to students. You all were talking about, well, when were they redeemed? Because they were alive, right? The church is raptured, right? Taken out of the earth, right? Nobody, all Christians are out of the earth. Yet these 144,000 are redeemed from among the earth. So maybe they've never heard the gospel before. Maybe they're among the Jewish remnant who have never really heard the gospel preached clearly. Somehow they hear the gospel. I don't know how, but they're redeemed from the earth. Look at the end of verse 4. It is these who have not been defiled themselves with women, for they were virgins. It is these who follow the Lamb where he goes. These have been, here it again, it says what? Redeemed what?